Hi there guys, it's Grace here. So I just wanted to share with you today the new colour correction quad by Motives Cosmetics. So as you can see, I have put eyeshadow on, so I'm in the middle of creating an autumn look. And what I'm going to do is teach you where you need to put the colour correction. So what we have is green, purple, orange and yellow. For any acne, you may have acne like I do, any acne you would need to put the green over the top of it because the green neutralizes any red. So I'm just going to look off to the mirror to the side. What I'm going to do is just put a I'd say a decent amount of green to cover the red. This is great for covering redness, rosacea and acne, sunburn as well for the green. So as you can see, I've got quite a little bit of green I need to cover up. You know yourself, your face, the different tones there are for different areas on your face, so it's good to like study your face in the mirror to begin with, so and know what colour needs to go on. So I'd say green will cover any redness. So there we go. I also have some red on my cheeks here, which we're going to put some blush on afterwards, but I would just want to start by just doing some very light stripes of the green just over where the redness is, and I get some redness around the nose as well. You may get broken veins, little red capillaries around here. So that's where we'd put the green. And next we're going to go in with the orange. The orange counteracts any grey blueness that you might have like under eye dark circles. This is where I get my grey colouring here. So it's going to act as like a concealer. And you're just going to cover that grey bluey dull area where the under eye bags are that are tired. Another thing that's really good to use is a really good eye cream underneath your eyes, because the skin around your eyes is really delicate and it needs extra special treatment, so that's what I've been starting to do a bit more. So there's where the orange goes. Next thing, I have some very light areas just in the edges of my eyes here, so this is where I'm going to put the yellow just as a little bit of a brightener. It isn't too dissimilar to the orange, but what we want to do when the foundation's on is to give it a flawless finish to the whole face. It's a beautiful finish. So there's where I've put the yellow. Around my mouth, naturally, I have more of a yellowy tone to my skin. I do not know why, but it's kind of like a muzzle area here where it is a bit more yellow. So yellow is going to be counteracted by the lilac. So I'm just going to stripe just around my mouth with the lilac shade. And I barely used anything at all, just a little bit of a dab in there. So that's how my face looks to cover up any of the imperfections. So what I'm going to do now is use a medium coverage foundation, again by Motives Cosmetics with the Beauty Blender. I haven't blended in any of the colouring, so what I'm going to do is straight away, so I've found this foundation is matching my skin colour. It's called Cream Beige. So this is just going to blend onto the skin. So it's really easy to do, so you're not pulling anything, you are just patting the foundation into the skin over the top of where you've put your colour corrector. So what you need to do is just really get to know your face, what colours that are standing out to you that you have trouble with, if it's under eye bags, if it's redness, if it's bruising, if it's discoloration, pigmentation, broken veins. The colour corrector is really good for all of those, and especially with the acne as well. That is one of my main issues. So as you see, that blends really well. I think the orange under the eyes is absolutely fantastic for taking away the under eye bag. So you can see, there's still some bits of green here. So we're just going to blend it out using the beauty blender. It's really easy to do. You're not pulling, you are just dabbing onto the skin to take away and blend out all the colours, especially where you've placed the colour corrector. Make sure you go over that nicely. So you saw my face before the products went on, and I just love to make sure I go right over everything. So we're going to get up in the corner here where I put the yellow. Just make sure I get right up underneath my eye into there. So there we have it. There is it blended out, so now my skin is a nice even tone. You can put more on with this foundation. The beauty of it is you can layer it and put more of the foundation on if you need to. So what I'm going to do is take a nice flat top foundation brush, take some powder, just give it a good rub in there, and just go over the areas of your face, just lighten them up a little bit. Obviously you're going to need a face powder that suits your complexion, so I have a really light one, so I just go over. This brush is just fantastic for, this is good for if you want a foundation brush, flat top brush for your liquid foundation or your powder. So there we have that. Then I'm going to apply some blusher, again by Motives. This colour is called Naughty. It is the exact same shade as Orgasm by NARS. So you're going to put just a little bit of blusher on each cheek and then just blend it out. So the look is starting to come together really nicely. I'm just going to get one more thing. We have a face powder in medium, which is actually for the darker skin tones, but I love this as a contouring powder. So I'm just going to take a little bit onto my brush and just apply a little bit here, just to give the depths of the cheek. So it's a very subtle little contour that I'm doing. Just a tiny little bit more just on the forehead, just to brush that down, just to give a subtle contour.